think Nebraska fans are the Star Wars fans of the sports world. Here's what I mean by that. There's these different sections of the fan base, right? You have the ones that just watch the games on Saturdays, maybe talk about it with their friends, but that's about all they do. Those would be the Star Wars fans that just watch the movies, maybe the originals only, and they enjoyed them and they move on with their lives. Then you've got the people that dive in a little bit deeper. You've got the ones that are listening to shows like mine and DB's every morning. Maybe they've got a subscription to a recruiting service, and they're talking about it with their friends pretty much nonstop. Then you've got this whole other section that it kind of consumes their lives. And I put myself in this section for Nebraska fandom, by the way. I mean, I do it for a living, right? But they're on the message boards, they're on the recruiting services, they're combing Twitter, trying to find out little nuggets about what's going on. They're doing film breakdowns. They listen to all the podcasts they can get their hands on. And that would kind of equate to the Star Wars fans that, they read the books and the comics and they watch the animated series and they get really into it. They've got theories about things that happen. And here's the other thing that Nebraska fans and Star Wars fans have in common is there's this subset, and I don't think it's a big one, but there's this vocal subset of Nebraska fans and Star Wars fans that claim they love the thing, but mostly all they do is complain about it. You get the new movies coming out for Star Wars, and you're like, well, I don't like this character, and I don't really like this plot, and this doesn't make any sense, and what about what happened in the old movies? And you kind of have that with Nebraska football fans as well. They watch the games, they consume all the stuff. At the end of the day, whether they win or lose or whatever, or they get a big recruiting win. I mean, I've had people telling me for 2 years that Dylan Royale is going to transfer and before he even played a snap at Nebraska. And you've got these people that just, no matter what happens, they don't ever actually seem to like any of the things about the thing they say they love. And it's a really strange place to be, right? Because deep down, I think it comes from a good place, but it's hard to find sometimes. For Nebraska fans, it comes from seeing this team at its peak, whether it's older fans that saw them in the 70s, fans my age or a little bit older that saw them in the 90s, or even younger fans that saw the Ndamukong Suh years that really had that experience. There's this desire to return back to the thing that they fell in love with the most. And that's really hard because you're never actually going to get that version of it back.